I don't know why, but you were watching the Madness Comic Network. Are you mental?
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Madness Comic Network, where we bring you everything art, fun, comic books, games, all kind of stuff. And tonight we have Atomic Annie once again in the studio. Just gonna have a discussion, play some of their awesome music, and yeah, just have a good time. We have Tavian here. How you doing, Tavian?
Doing well. Thanks for having us again, Ghost. Mal is on his way. I'm
Awesome.
not sure where he is. He just texted me. He's
It's
on his
all
way.
good. Yep, yep. And so, how was your week, Tavian?
Oh, busy as hell, man.
Yeah. I,
Yeah, uh, lots and lots of work to do. So,
I get it.
and more to do this coming week. So,
Oh yeah. I mean, I could care less what any of the news or anything says. I can tell within my business that the economy is absolutely slamming right now.
well, I know we got plenty of work where I work.
I mean, I'm telling you, we've been struggling for the past few years. I mean, not that we haven't had work, but the thing about it is when you do what I do, when you only have a few jobs a week, maybe a couple jobs a week,
mm-hmm.
you're just scraping by. You're
Yeah.
making just enough to pay the bills and pay the guys, and that's it. You're not doing, and sometimes you're dipping into savings to make sure everything runs smooth.
Yep.
Now I can't keep up with it hardly.
Well, that's
Like I
good.
got folks calling me constantly. Hey, did you forget about me? And I have to be honest with them. I just can't just like
It's
make up.
like we're swamped, man.
I'm just like, "Oh, and I'll be honest. I forgot. I'm sorry.
uh,
I'm like literally on two phones right now trying to send an email. Like I don't know what to do. You know, I can only do so much.
yep.
So, but I'm loving it, man. It's it's a very welcome change. From where it's been.
Mm-hmm.
So you know, I'm thankful. God's blessing us for a lot right now in my neck of the woods.
Yep.
Not gonna lie.
That's good.
Yeah. So how's the rig going? Hey, I know you got some new toys that you have yet to implement.
Yeah. Well, I got a replacement toy. So a while back, I'd ordered a quantizer, which I was really looking forward to using because it's a really good one. So in modular land, the quantizer, what it does, everything's voltage. It's all just voltage.
Mm-hmm.
But when you're sending voltage, and you've got your things that make sound are called oscillators.
Mm-hmm.
Voltage controlled oscillators, and what you do is you send voltage into the right input, and that gets translated into frequency, and so the oscillator produces that pitch based on the voltage you send it. Now, in there's a standard for the voltage going in. If it's calibrated properly, it'll be 1 volt per octave. So
Okay.
each half step, each semitone is a specific amount of voltage added to the current voltage to make it go up that to that semitone. So if you're just sending voltage without it being in any way calibrated, then you're going to get just random, not random, but uncalibrated pitch. So instead of it being uh, tuned to standard Western tuning, it'll just be, just just all over the place wherever the
Okay.
voltage goes.
Right.
But if you can take that voltage and run it through a quantizer, which is a module that's been designed to take incoming voltage and then calibrate it to the 1 volt per octave and quantize it to whatever voltage is coming in, it produces the nearest voltage that's a proper note. Um, and this particular quantizer I bought can be set to different scales. It's got 2 different quantizer outs on it. It's just really, really nice. And got in brand new module and it just didn't work. So I had to call good old Sweetwater and have them do a return, and they are awesome. We're not sponsored or anything, but if you're a musician Go to Sweetwater. They're fantastic.
Cool. Do
Hey.
they make Oh, hey Mal. Yeah, let's say hey to Mal. I'm not sure which one Mal's
Yeah,
talking to.
hey guys, sorry about my my tardiness.
Hardiness.
Yeah. But I was on a phone call with an old friend from out of state and ran longer than I thought. But yeah, there's two of me up right now just because I'm trying to upload a couple tunes here for the shortly.
Which one are you talking through? The Smiley or the
Yeah, the retarded SpongeBob
Okay.
popsicle.
I'm just going because you can still use this one off stage. All right. Just wasn't sure how to get you voice. All right.
Yeah,
So,
man.
as far as you talking about Sweetwater, do they make like speakers and stuff too?
Oh, well, they're not a manufacturer. Sweetwater is a music store.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Kinda like Guitar Center or something.
If Guitar Center were in any way good, yes, they would be
Yeah.
kind of like Guitar Center.
I mean, it's a great
Brutal.
place to go just buy stuff. It's just at Guitar Center.
The Sweetwater, just their sales team is top notch. They all know exactly what they're talking about at all times.
Cool.
What if like in my case, I've got a great guy who when I'm buying modular gear, I'm talking to a salesman who builds modules. He's an electrical engineer, and he actually designs and builds these things for different
Yeah.
companies.
Yeah,
And
'cause-
so if I have questions about how one works, he knows the answer.
that's so nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, because like at my Guitar Center, all I got is like half-rate musician guys.
Yeah. No, these they call them sales engineers.
I mean, they're pretty good musicians, but they don't know how
Yeah.
to make drums or make
Yeah.
guitars.
They know their favorite gear, but
Yeah.
typically they
Right.
don't. Yeah. So you can always find your answers at Sweetwater if you're a musician looking for any gear. They've got drums, they've got and they've got live gear. They've got PAs, they've got lights, they've got everything. So yeah.
Sweet, man.
Free
Yeah,
advertising
they
for
always-
Sweetwater.
Yeah.
Yeah, they always been good to us. I mean,
But they've always been great to us. I mean,
One.
the couple of times I've had to do a return because something was just didn't work. It was a faulty product from the manufacturer. Twice now I've gotten the return product before I even sent my defective one back.
Wow.
Yeah, call the salesman, tell him, I need I need to return this. He goes, okay, we'll send you an email return label. I'm like, okay, well, it's going to take me a couple of days, but I'll get it, in a couple of days. Okay, no problem. And then, like the day I plan on taking it to the return, I get a package, and it's my new product.
Man, we still need one of those here.
Well, and like I said, it's Sweetwater.com, man. You've got them everywhere.
Right. Yeah. But I'm talking about an in-person store.
Oh,
that
it'd be nice, yeah.
walk in and actually talk to
Yeah.
whatever.
Literally, all there is in this area is there's Guitar Center, and then there's these little either mom and pop places where you can buy musical instruments for high school band.
That's the closest we've got is
Yeah.
a musical band place. Now this guy knows how to fix your sax.
Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
he's fantastic, but
Those places are great, but you don't want to go there to buy synthesizers or
he's
yeah.
got the best snare drums.
Yeah.
But that's it.
Yeah, and or the other one we've got in the area is a high-end boutique guitar store,
and I love it. I love
and
that place.
it's beautiful. It's beautiful, but the cheap beginner student model starts at $2,000. It's like
yeah, that's.
I'm being facetious, but the
Yeah.
point is it's a boutique place, and
Yeah, I've seen a $1,200 guitar in there before.
Wow.
But that is not the rule at the.
that's
guitar
on the
store.
low end. Yeah.
And those guys are all wonderful.
Oh yeah,
really-
yeah. Again, they know their stuff.
Yeah.
One of the best guitar techs in the area works there. So,
Mm-hmm. True.
but again, for me, I can't go there to buy synthesizer gear.
No.
Yeah, no, there's no synthesizers there.
Yeah.
Just guitars and basses and amplifiers.
Yeah.
They had a birthday party at my house today.
Oh, that's right. Shit,
Really
man.
great fun.
I totally forgot. Fuck. I'm sorry.
It's all good.
Happy birthday,
It's
Mal!
all good.
A few
Yeah.
days ago.
Yeah, again, right?
Yeah.
My birthday week now.
I had no idea Mal was 117 years old, guys.
I know, right?
Wow.
He looks fantastic to be that old.
That's what, honestly, we should probably just actually try to sell that. It would be good for the band.
Uh-huh.
117-year-old man plays guitar. Bruh, I need more wrinkles.
I remember one of my earliest bands. We had a Halloween mask that looked very much like the old man in the Enter Sandman music video.
Nice.
And our drummer decided one night while we were playing Enter Sandman to put that mask on. And it was one of the funniest looking things because it was the old man from the video
awesome.
playing drums for the song. It's just what it was.
Fantastic.
And he was such a showman. He looked all decrepit back there, but kept the beat.
What was that? The band with the female singer?
No, that was long ago. That was
Gotcha.
oh geez, I can't remember which band name that was, but yeah, that was with oh man, my first guitarist and two friends from high school and
Cheeseburger and Mr. Fries, right?
right. Yeah, actually, yeah. And the other thing we tried to do was my guitarist at the time, his mom babysat, and so one of the little kids that he just loved listening to the band, and so we brought him over to practice one day because it was during the middle of the day on Saturday. We bring him to practice one day, and we're doing Inner Sandman, and we decide to try to get him to do the nursery rhyme part, the call and response nursery rhyme part in the middle, and he was about 8, so not a little wee lad, he was about 8 years old,
Sure.
but apparently he'd never heard the nursery rhyme, and so it's like
Oh, jeez. What did you do?
Well, again, this was at practice. B-Man goes up to the mic, and now I lay me down to sleep, and you hear this little voice, sleep, and I pray the Lord my soul to keep, sleep, keep. I can't hear. And the whole band just falls apart. And from that moment forward, sleep, keep, I can't hear became a running gag.
That's beautiful, man.
Oh, it was so great.
Kiddos are fun.
So, Mal, how was your birthday week?
Oh, I know, right? No, it was great, man. So my little brother purchased for me a proper fan for my shop.
Oh, nice.
It is a grand air mover. It really moves the air. And then I told him, "You're my biggest fan, man."
Mm-hmm.
And I got a very half chuckle from his wife, which was wonderful. So yeah, I just had a wonderful time with family and friends. One guy that from a little fellowship, I don't think you ever met him. Christian Fellowship, I've been a part of for a long time. He's been kind of half business, half missionary Christian guy. He's been living in Dubai for the last 6 months.
Oh, wow.
Which is
How that is.
he is a man of courage, I tell you. And just had a great time talking with him. And I even taught him how to card scrape wood, how to plane wood in my shop, and he got a kick out of that. And I said, well, and he really actually did have a touch for it. And so, I let him know, hey, not everybody can actually do that out of the gate. You've got old woodworkers that never could get the feel for it. And so he was kind of smiling, beaming over that, something different. He doesn't have any interest in being a woodworker, but, new experience for him, just kind of a joyful guy. So that was a really great time.
Always loved the smells of a wood shop or a wood truck. You know, you
Yeah.
get on the truck and it just smells like the day before, all the cuttings, whatever kind
Well,
of wood it was. It just
I tell
smells
you,
delicious.
so my buddy Ghost of the pepper farming, he purchased for me a fret wire bender. He doesn't know this, but he did.
Oh.
It's an additional tool for the shop, and it helps me radius fret wire prior to cutting it. Something I've been needing for a good long time. Just
Awesome,
small item. But yeah, your guitar is underway, cowboy. Just waiting
Right, man.
on it on the material.
I'll be bending strings for you know it, man.
get it. Yeah, that's right. That's right.
So I had an interesting conversation with Grok today.
Oh,
Oh
yeah?
my, Mr.
Well-
Grok is he's a hot topic right now.
Oh, this was all business.
Yep.
I've had an idea for a while now about possibly using some of these AI coding tools that are out there to make a plugin that would be useful for us in Atomic Annie.
Yeah.
And it turns out not only does it already exist, it's been around for a while. For about 15 years, the product has been around, and it's been slowly evolving. It's in version 4, like 4.5 right now. It has some, it's calling it AI, but I'm betting it's more algorithmic than AI, because it's been around for 15 years and done some of the same stuff it can do now. But the conversation with Grok, I asked it, here's my dream scenario. And I kind of explained, I'm not a drummer, but I've been studying drums for 30 odd years just for the purpose of being able to program them well. And when I have time to sit down with BFD, I can really meticulously get in there and make something that sounds like a real person played it.
Yep.
But I told it I don't have time for this in the format, the structure of Atomic Annie. I have time to lay in 6-ish, usually around 6. Not basic, but I'm just using the term basic. 6 basic grooves. They're a little more than basic, but they're not super refined. They're not just hours and hours mulled over the velocity of every hit, all of that.
Buddy, nobody can bang out a better beat than you out there in the time that you do it. Nobody
I appreciate that.
Fair
So
enough.
I told it, what I would love in my dream software, I would be able to do that as I normally do, and that MIDI would feed into the plugin, and the plugin would utilize AI to humanize that beat. And I told it, and by humanize, I don't mean, adjust the occasional velocity or, slop up the timing a little bit. That's not what I mean by humanize. I mean, slowly introduce slight variations to the groove over time the way a real session drummer would.
Right.
Right.
And
Perfect accidents, right? Like
Right. Well, that
Yeah.
and just natural fills, really natural fills, and if you got the beat, doom, back, attack, doom, attack, attack, every once in a while just change that up a little bit in a way that doesn't break the groove,
Yeah.
Well, it turns out there's a program called, let me think for a moment, what was it called? Jamstix, Jamstix. And it apparently does exactly that.
Nice.
And so I've downloaded it to that PC. It is a PC-only plugin, but that's the cool thing about that other program I found. Found another program, Ghost, called Audio Gritter. Check this thing out. It's a server. You run it on any computer on your network, and it can host plugins. Okay?
Huh.
And these can be like instrument plugins, or they can be effects plugins. But it can host your plugin, and then from your music workstation, you install a companion plugin on your music workstation that basically just sends and receives the MIDI and audio data, but it doesn't require any processing that the plugin actually requires.
Yeah, that's
because that's
what kind of RAM I gotta have.
Right, that's happening on a completely different computer.
Okay.
So you're shunting off this processing power. But it dawned on me it also means, because obviously, that's installed on a PC, so all versions of any plugins that go on there are the PC versions of those plugins, not the Mac versions. And yet,
plugins to it.
well, you can put any plugin you want, any plugin you own, and so you can by using that, you can use PC only plugins on a Mac because you're just sending MIDI and audio through the client plugin to the server. So the server is always running PC versions. Right. Now BFD didn't work because it's the way its licensing works. Every time you open BFD, it has to phone home, and for some reason it can't phone home through that server. So I can't use it for BFD, but I should be able to use it for this Jamsticks program. And if that's the case, we might have a nice little upgrade to we'll have a little AI virtual drummer, and you can not only you can send it MIDI, or you can send it an audio mix, and it'll listen and increase or decrease intensity and do fills and all that just on its own. It's all AI based.
Interesting.
There's a free version.
Next you need a Ghost Pepper playing it. Like,
look, buddy, in a perfect world, we got a studio set up for a real drummer. Trust us.
Yeah. But it's neat because the free version it's limited, but it's enough, I think, to where I'll be able to give it a try. But it has several tiers, and once you get up to like not even the most expensive tier, like the third most expensive tier, it opens up training models that they've done for the drumming. And the training models have interesting names, like Danny or Neil or John.
Oh my goodness.
Right.
Well, you know my choice right out of the gate.
Yeah, same here. And or Phil. Phil was another one another model was named Phil, and I was like,
You ever watch John Fishman play the drums ever? From Fish?
No, actually I haven't. I know the band, but I haven't ever really dug into him.
You need to watch him play. He's got one of the most unusual Oompa Loompa styles you've ever seen. It is fantastic. Like he has like beer bottles hanging.
Orange man?
Yeah, well, kind of, but he wears a dress anyway. So it's something he made. Anyway, you'll get it once you see him. But anyway, he's got like beer bottles and all kind of random stuff, and to see him do it, it don't look like it's real sometimes.
Right. That's like the drummer I showed you last week.
Neil Peart, he looks like he's almost like a robot. You see do it, you're like, wow, it's fantastic. But when the people like John Fishman, when you watch him play, you're like, how the hell did he just do that? You're like, wow, like that's amazing. It's nice. It's pretty cool to watch. I want to read some chat real quick.
All right.
We got Cosmic Grandpa and Madness telling Mal happy birthday, belated, of course.
Thank you, gentlemen. Thank you, guys.
And Cosmic Grandpa says one of his first jobs at Ford's Music Store, exactly the kind of store you're talking about. In 1979, he cleaned pianos and repaired 2 amplifiers. That's cool. Fantastic job. And then about your AI plugins, Cosmic says, be careful what you ask for from AI. We have a great piece of software called Colossus. It's a forbidden project coming soon to a workstation near you. Seriously, I recently wrote some bridge software to allow ESP32 to control my OBS via MIDI that makes me about 10 years behind all of this. The scary part is I know I'm smart enough to make an AI do stuff for me, but I'm afraid of it. So, yeah. Cosmic's a fantastic person to pick brain with. I'm telling you right quick. When he's just He's
Nice.
a wealth of knowledge, that fella. Yeah.
Very cool.
Yep. All right.
It's awesome.
So
Well,
we'll
I've got
into-
a few tunes uploaded.
yeah.
When we want to do.
Which one you want to
tunes.
start with, Mel? How you loaded them?
Yeah. So
Okay.
not necessarily. I went ahead and put Blackout up there just in case we wanted to hear Blackout again.
Oh, yeah.
But also a couple others, kind of older and kind of mid range, and then brand new. The oldest one is Void War, and middle one is Carousel Blur. All three of them are fine tunes. Dealer's choice, Ghost.
All right. Well, we'll start with Blackout, just for all the fans out there that just love this song so much, including
Cool.
myself.
Cool.
We'll see you on the flip side.
All right.
Thank
Absolutely fantastic. Special shout out to Mr. Tizo out there.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, fantastic artwork.
Yep.
Yeah, he made all those. Yeah, very, very cool of him. I'm going to work him into future music videos more as well. 100%.
Yeah,
I think we did all right on that one, Tavian. Maybe people should buy it.
Oh yeah, that would be nice.
Oh, yes.
Got a link in there if you want to drop her in the chats there, Mr. Ghost.
Yeah.
And I put in our chat and StreamYard. By the way, StreamYard says, stream this to your audience. Do you have to pay for a StreamYard account to have that ability?
Yes. I don't. Pop got the money.
Cool. No worries. I was just curious.
Yeah, that's why we need to support Madness Comic Network, because that's how we bring you Atomic Annie. You know, we need to go out there and
100%.
drop them a dime, drop them a cookie, drop them a whatever it is on other platforms. Give them a thumbs up, like something. Yeah. Subscribe, share the show.
Yeah, you can find Blackout on Bandcamp. We are, if you go to atomicannierock.bandcamp.com/blackout, there it is. It's on the screen.
Blammo.
Yeah.
And you can see our entire catalog at atomicannierock.bandcamp.com.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Yep. Some of our shillings, but yeah, I like to promote Madness as well on our end. Something that I've been very slack to do, and it's nothing personal. It's just busy.
Right.
Yeah, I need to start doing. I'm going to set a timer for myself. Every 2 weeks we do this, and go ahead and kick out the invites to all the atomic droogs out there.
All right.
Get it hopping.
Yeah, because we're all over the internet, fellas. Mr. Pops has us Twitter, Twitch, YouTube, Facebook, X, Pilled. No telling where else. A lot of places we might not want to talk about. But anyway, he's got us out there. He's got us out there.
Oh, my. Spicy places.
I think Pops has an OnlyFans. I'm just saying.
What?
Hey, he might. It's for Madness, but it's only.
My goodness gracious. Oh, my goodness gracious. The day that I was on, no, I don't think I'll ever do that one.
All right, guys. All right, next. Let's see what we got. Got this one. All right. Can I let me?
By the way, Tavian does have a live jam segment
yes.
as well.
We do.
Yeah, I got it loaded up.
Yeah. So whenever. We can do whatever, of course.
All right, let's get another song in.
Cool.
And then we'll have a little discussion. All right?
Righteous. Yeah.
Let me click it. It's too low. No, let me click it. Hold on. Maybe I can. No, not that. Well, let me click it. Okay, we just have discussion for a minute. There we go. Pops did it. Too low
There
for
it
me.
is.
Thank you, Pops. All right. Very nice, fellas. Very nice.
Thank you,
Is that-
thank you.
Now, is that some art you guys put together?
Yeah, I use a lot of AI for visuals on this
Right.
stuff.
It's cool as crap.
Busted my butt on a bunch of prompts. Doesn't mean that it's art. Just means it's prompts and visuals for the music.
Right.
Yeah, the music is the art.
It is the art. So when so what how many projects are you guys working on now? Are they is just like one at a time, or do you have many that you have like in the kitty that you'll work on throughout the time, and then once you get one right, you display it? How does that work? With you
As
guys?
far as projects, you mean different
Music.
single songs?
Yeah, music.
Okay. Well, for the last 6 months or even longer, I tried or I worked with some friends on a startup business, and that ate my extra time to do remixes, right? And then about 3 months ago, I started into new venture building guitars, and that is eating most of my free time to mix music. And so the answer is we've got everything we ever did, well, vast majority of it, recorded in multi-track, right?
Right.
And so the pieces that we like most, we'll go back on those multi-tracks and cut them down to size. But doing so is, if I'm very, very lucky, it's only about 10 hours work. Sometimes it's about 60 hours work, right?
All right.
I mean, I don't know. It just feels like that's about the hours involved in getting a remix cut down to size. It may never have actually been 60, but pretty good chunk of time, right? I'm going to sit down for 3 to 6 hour sessions and mix and cut and paste and mix and cut and paste, and then several more after that. 3 to 6 sessions. So I'm just now getting to the place where I can start dedicating more time to doing these arrangements, rearranging what we did live, right? Pick the best bits, put them all in order. Mm-hmm. And sometimes a brand new order, the A section becomes the B section in one example, which is a total rearrangement, Just one song got that treatment because that felt like the B was a better opener in that particular one. But just about to be able to do that. I've got one that's been sitting on the back burner that's almost done, but I just haven't finished. That may very well be able to happen come this weekend, actually, this coming weekend.
Awesome.
And so might be able to get a new track out within a couple weeks at the earliest. Latest, probably a month. And then by that time, I should be free to start banging out. I used to do about one a month, right?
Right.
That's about what I could work in. Every once in a while, I did like 2 a month. Tavian did that mix though for Blackout, the first song, not the one we just listened to. That was Carousel Blur. But Tavian did that mix, and he ain't done that in a minute, but did a great job.
Yeah, it's fantastic. That's probably the most shared song I've done with friends, family, and stuff. Just because it's so fantastic. I mean, thanks, everybody loves it. I get all good. Like, man, that was awesome, and nice. I'm like, you need to go follow them, it's good stuff.
I really appreciate that, man. The real life share stuff, algorithms really like that, in case you didn't know that.
Yeah.
Like sophisticated algorithms like X or YouTube or the big ones, they see when you copy it and then switch to your text. Of course, applications are not supposed to spy on us like that. But they do. Yeah, and so when you do that, the algorithm goes, "Oh, that was a very important post to this person," right? And so it'll bump it up in the feed, and So very cool of you.
Yeah.
Glad to hear it. Tavian, you there, buddy?
Uh-oh.
You might
Now
be,
am I here? Am I
yeah,
here?
sir.
Okay, I was muted.
Oh, okay. Whoopsie.
Okay.
Yeah, I forgot to unmute my mic.
Yep. if you've been interjecting, I sure wasn't trying to ignore you.
No, that's fine. I just realized afterward that I was indeed muted.
Derp.
So far as new projects, Tavian, how do you go about it? How do you, like, the new stuff, the stuff you're working on, like that?
Oh, you mean like the new songs each week?
Yeah, how do you narrow it down? I know y'all got a lot of stuff in there.
We don't actually. We start out each week completely clueless and build something new.
Wow,
Yeah.
that's fantastic. I
Yeah,
mean,
we set a rule for ourselves going in. You know, originally it was all about improv, and so over the last few years we've done more prep, you know, and actually building the songs. But back when we were working on all that corporate music, and we were under super tight deadlines, we developed an ethos of there are no bad ideas.
Yeah.
And so as soon as you come up with anything remotely musical, that's it. Let's work with it and go. And that's what we do. Typically, you know, since the studio is at my place, I typically have a few minutes to start before Mal gets here when the time comes to get started. And so I'll typically come in and sit down at the keyboard and go boop, ba-doop, boop, 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 and go, that sounded pretty good. And then I'll record that and start building from there.
Yep. Yep. The
Yeah.
boopity boops is what I call it. I'll call this.
love the boopity boops. Love it.
This creative process that Tavian does. He'll hit a number of keys in a scale. Do 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 do. Right. He'll lay it into in MIDI, and then he may chop them all down and go and speed it up, or it goes diddle 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 diddle. You know, I'm like, yeah, okay, I could jam to that, and I'll play a chord over it. You know, but yeah, the beepity boops is Tavian has a particular knack for arpeggiating just short staccato runs. You know,
That are just really loopable and can
Yep.
sit on top of a lot. You know, it can just sit there while everything else changes. And I've even come up with a few where the loop never stops. It goes all the way from through the A and the B section. And when
Yes.
you get into B, the B is so different that the loop doesn't even sound the same anymore, even though it's the
Yeah.
exact same thing.
yeah,
That's
Well,
always
you'll
always
do
fun.
counterpoint rhythms to it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, which is really a drummer trick.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Or the thing I've done before is I'll come up with I'll have a loop going. There's one tune in particular that this worked really well on. The loop is going along, and it's using a really subtle tone, so it's not overbearing. It's just back there kind of doing its thing. And then when the A4 hits, it goes into this double time feel, and I took that exact loop, shifted it back an eighth note so that it's happening slightly delayed. It's happening on the upbeat now instead of on the downbeat. It's happening an upbeat later.
Yep.
And then switch the tone to that dance rave tone, and then it turns into this bouncy dance beat thing. It's the same notes, just shifted to the right a little, and then when it goes back, it just shifts back. But yeah, it's fun. I enjoy
The dance rave
making loops.
stabs.
Yeah.
Not sure anyone would even pick that out from our description, but it's what it is. You
Yeah,
know?
it's what's called rave stab.
Yeah, rave stabs. That's so funny, man.
Yeah. That's the name of the patch.
We're throwing raves, yo.
It's funny. I've never really like dug in and listened to house music and dance music, but I always seem to be able to write it.
Well, most of it is terrible.
that's
You do much better, I promise.
What is it? Tick followed by the bass. That's all you need.
Yeah. Booms, 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 booms.
That's it.
Boots and
I'll give you a
cats. Is what
headache
we
with
used to
Yeah,
call it.
boots and cats and boots and cats and boots and cats.
I've never heard that. That's
Oh, there was a viral video, and it was just alternating pictures of knee-high boots, women's knee-high boots, and cats going back and forth with a British dude going boots and cats and boots and cats and boots and cats. And,
Oh my gosh.
yeah,
Is that like an early aughts meme?
yeah. I want to
Like
say
it
it
would
was.
be. Yeah.
It was one of the "this is why the internet was made" memes, back in the day. This is what the internet was made for.
Yep.
Oh well, speaking of making dance and electronic noises with your mouth, have you checked in on the beatbox scene lately, Ghost Pepper?
Yeah, a little bit since you mentioned it. Yeah.
Okay, since I mentioned it in the show the other day.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So yeah, I can probably do this again, like I did last week. Let me just call something up here on YouTube because, my goodness.
Lord Almighty.
Well, it's one of those things. Like I said, I know a little bit about all kinds of music. I always have.
Yep.
And I can find something I like in every style. So it's rare when something just catches me completely flat-footed.
Yep.
And this did. So let me bring it up, and then I will see if I can share it. Let's get past the ad that is... Okay, cool. So let's see. How do I share this now? Not that way. Move that over there. Present. Share screen.
I'm not sure why. It's not letting me.
Is it sharing it?
Yeah, I got that one. Okay, I can get that one. The ones at the bottom, it's not letting me click them.
Huh.
For some reason, it's just like too low. There's some kind of bar in StreamYard that's like,
Oh, gotcha.
get rid of it, and it's down there, and it's anyway. Yours is on top though, so I got it.
But yeah, I've looked into it. This is real. You're gonna think it's not, but it's real. Now, it's just like any studio recording. When a musician gets an amazing take and like two notes are bad, you don't go back and try to get the whole take again. You go in and you fix the couple of notes. So this is a studio recording. Yeah, it's him standing in front of a mic, but this is an official music video. It's a studio recording. So yeah, there's a chance that little mistakes were corrected here and there. That being said, this is all real. He's not faking any of this. So whenever you're ready, Ghost,
All right,
I can
here we
share
go.
this.
Or presenting screen streams on stage. Okay, so let me see. I got this. All right, here we go.
Feel the future. English. Feel the the pressure.
So yeah.
Ow.
Wow, for real. Wow. Okay.
Ow.
So the beatboxes I was looking at was nothing like that.
yeah. No, it's nuts. I'm just like, what? How did they even learn they could do this? My wife goes, can you imagine their parents while they were learning how to do this growing up?
For real though.
But yeah, I mean, it's nuts. I've watched a few like pro beatboxers break down that particular video and talking about the different techniques involved in making these sounds, and like the real high note that he's doing that he can get to real quickly. That's part of like the arpeggio pattern. It's apparently a technique he invented that he brought to the table, and it's essentially, from what this one guy was saying, it's basically a Donald Duck quack. That sound,
Right.
but pitched really high and controlled and tunable, and he's got to where he can make it whatever note he wants it to be. But it's that sound of all things. It's nuts. And then like they got a technique called inward bass, which is basically snoring, but again you tune it. But it's basically the of a snore, but they've learned to tune it.
Yeah, and Tavian does not mean tune in post. No, he
he learned to sing basically, but it's inhaling through a snore. But it's like every single part of their vocal anatomy they've learned to control, and to control its pitch. It's absolutely insane, and not to mention the breath control.
Yeah, the breath. That, like, how does he have that much breath? You don't hear him go
Right.
at any point.
Yeah, they're
King or something. What is?
Well, it's the inward bass technique. There's a lot of those techniques that were developed specifically because they got to inhale at some point.
Yeah.
Right.
And so they use a lot of the sounds that you would think were being exhaled are actually being inhaled. And sometimes they've learned to make the same sound, both inhaled and exhaled, so you don't even know when they're breathing.
Yeah.
It's crazy what these guys have done.
Impressive.
That would be a cool guest star to have in one of our shows, is somebody with those chops to sit in with us. That would be fun as hell.
Mega chops. Yeah. We could do that. We could fit a beatboxer in there. Give them a live mic during everything. Yep. Crazy, man. That's so cool. Oh, there was a chat on Pilled I saw earlier, Ghost. Can you scroll into it? I can't get to it, but it was from Cosmic Grandpa regarding the 2600. Question for Tavian there.
Oh, what was it? I didn't see it.
Yeah, I don't have it in front of me. It's on Pilled.
Oh, I don't have Pilled open though.
It says, "Did I seriously just see an ARP 2600?" Or was that a beer-fueled imagining?
Well, you saw a 2600. It is not an ARP. It's a Behringer recreation, and it is something that I've wanted since I was a wee lad. But ARP 2600s are just impossible to afford.
$20,000
or something like that. And so that's the Behringer recreation, and it's fantastic. Korg has done one, I want to say. There's been a few recreations of the 2600 lately that are all really great. I went with Behringer just for price, man. It's really hard to beat them for price, and I know a lot of people don't like them. I've never had any problems. The two pieces of modular gear I've had to return were top brands, not Behringer's. So yeah, I've never had a problem with Behringer gear, and at 2600 is my favorite synth I've ever owned.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It's favorite that you've ever owned for me too.
Yeah,
That thing is so expressive.
and it's like $400. So if you're a synthesist out there looking for an ARP, go get a Behringer 2600. They're like $400, $450. They're great.
Yeah. Amazing machine.
All right. Well, I would. Pops may have to play this last one because
The long one, I can probably play it. Oh.
I could see the long one.
Oh, gotcha.
Now I'll put up another one. But when you had that other one, the beatbox in the show, I could see them all fine.
Weird.
But when you removed it, this last one Mal put up is so low, I can't I can't add it for some reason. I don't know.
It's weird. You can't scroll.
I could scroll, but it just won't go up far.
Let's see if I can do it.
Just
Case
take it away.
Pops is busy. Let's see here. The Void War. Well, it lets me play at my desk now.
I just have to add it to the stage, and I can't get that load. If you could put that in whatever that was, anything actually, and
Yeah, I can do that.
then it gives me a full layout of like 9 panels.
And negatory. On
There it
the,
is. I got it.
Me playing.
Okay, that's all you had to do. Okay, another song by Tommy Canyon. This is called The Void, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go.
love jamming the drum beats like that.
Man, fantastic.
Yeah, that's a fun one.
Chug chug. It goes chug.
Yeah, a lot of floor tom action in that one, huh?
Yeah.
That's the one of the few things on drums I'm still really trying to learn how to do is to create realistic sounding tom grooves.
Yeah.
It's always difficult.
So you still playing Ghost?
I still play.
Nice. You still playing with anybody or just?
No, I don't play with any. The last band I played in was my church band for
Right.
probably 7 or 8 years.
Nice.
And then COVID hit. And the first year was okay. Everybody was fine. And then that second year, they was like, all right, if you don't wear a mask, you can't come in. And I didn't go back.
Wow.
I was like, I'm not doing that. And then they asked me to come back. So I come back for a couple of sessions. And then they had already got another guy that just still wears the mask to this day. So they wanted
Oh my
him to
gosh.
play. He sucks. But, I mean,
Yikes.
who was me to say, well, he sucks? You know, I mean, it's church. You know what I mean? What do you do?
Sure.
You just say, okay, well, you know, it's not in my best interest right now. I got other stuff going on.
Still wearing a mask to this day.
Still, he still comes to church every day, plays drums with a mask on. I'm like, well, whatever.
Bruh.
I don't know how he does it. I never wore a mask. And I'm like, especially playing drums. Like,
Yeah, man.
in a gospel band, yeah, it's
That's just crazy.
we're not, you know, light and fluffy. We were like, you know, we got down.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
We didn't.
Right.
So,
Jeez.
and you could tell it kind of weighs on him. He'll be fidgeting with it and touching it and taking it on
Yeah.
and on. I was like, why? Why?
Well, I never met a drummer that didn't sweat.
I mean, he's always sweaty and just like breathing hard. I mean,
I bet that thing smells terrible.
good lord, you know. So I just left it alone. You know, I still like a lot of the people, and you know, still love the Lord. Nothing different about that. But
Well, you can love the Lord and wear a face diaper while drumming, I guess.
Yeah, I
proves
guess
the
so.
point. I mean, that's possible. It's
Yeah.
unfortunate for the poor feller, but
I mean, they still ask me all the time when I see people like, "When you gonna come back and play drums?" I'm like, I don't know. I mean, if you'll tell me I can't come in because of that, there's probably other things. If you found out about me, you wouldn't want me there. Just saying.
yeah.
Mask would be the least of your problems. I used to
Well,
be.
let's settle this and get all the cards on the table, and then we're all going to find out whether or not you want me back.
Yeah, for real.
So let's have us a conversation.
Yeah.
That's what we're going to do.
So that was probably 3 or 4 years ago. My last
Yeah.
actual gathering with a full band, and
Yeah.
I loved it so much because there was this one guy called James Cotton. He's a member of the Cotton Brothers, and he's the piano player, and he is phenomenal. I mean, he plays bass and keyboards. He does the what's his name from the door, Raven Zarek or whatever his name is. He plays the bass with one hand and the keyboards with the other hand, and swaps. You know, so he's both. He can play the bass. He's originally a bass player,
Yeah.
but when the keyboard player quit, so he had to play keyboards and bass. So he does both.
Nice.
Fantastic.
Nice.
Yeah, he's an old black man, got lots of funk and soul in him. Always wanting to like, let's just jam, brother. Let's just jam for a minute. All right. That was my favorite time. That was my favorite times. You know, he's like,
Yeah.
let's just jam for a minute. Let me get my chops going. I was like, okay. You know, and he's like, yeah, keep that. And then he just do whatever, you know.
Love it. That's cool,
time.
man.
Yeah.
All right. So Got one more live session from the Atomic Annie fellas.
Oh yeah.
Which one was this one? David?
From 6/19, I think, from June
Okay.
19th, the new one from that show.
Cool.
What's this one called?
Oh, it doesn't have a title yet. We usually don't.
Title.
Yeah, we don't title them until we end up mixing them and getting some idea of what they're going to be.
Well, it's got horns in it, so some title that's horny.
Mhm.
Horny Toads. There we go.
There it is. Right on.
All right, here we go. One more time. Atomic Annie, ladies and gentlemen.
Great.
All right, all right.
Sorry about that, guys. I thought I was turning down just my volume.
Yeah, it turned it all down, didn't it?
Yeah,
I
it
was
did.
like, why?
Didn't realize that. Sorry, man. I thought I was just turning down the browser volume.
Yeah, it turned it all. It was fine. I mean, it didn't turn it out too much. I could only use 50% anyway because it was loud enough. It was perfect.
Oh, okay,
And
good.
then when it went down, I had to bump it up to like 60, maybe 65 to be as loud. So it wasn't like.
All right, well, sorry, everyone. I didn't mean to turn that down for everyone. I was just trying to turn it down in my own headphones.
It was loud. Yeah, loving it. I like it loud. I like it loud, proud, so the neighbors, everybody can hear.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Get you some Atomic Annie, ladies and gentlemen. Awesome, guys. All right.
Mal's muted, so I don't know if he's...
He muted.
He
didn't
gone.
he didn't want us to hear the flush. Oh, whatever.
Yeah.
Mal. Just joking. All right. So Tavian, tell us all the places that we can find Atomic Annie.
Well, you can find us on YouTube and Rumble at Atomic Annie Music. You can find us on X at Atomic Annie OP1. And you can find us on Streamlabs. That's where you can tip us. Let's see, I've lost that one. So you can find us on atomicannierock.bandcamp.com. And you can find us on subscribestar.com/atomic-annie. So yeah, there's an all my links. There it is. allmylinks.com/atomic-annie-music. And that'll get you everywhere.
That one right there, ladies. and
Yeah.
gentlemen.
Yeah. Everything, all the links are there. Hence
There
the
it is.
title.
That works.
Hey, there's Mal.
Yeah, sorry about that. I was multitasking and that caused everything to crash on my phone.
Yeah. Yes.
Whoops. Sorry.
It's all right. No problem with saying hi in all the places.
Yep. That's what I was doing.
Yeah. All right, Mal. Tell us what you want us to hear for the Atomic Annie rush here.
For the what?
For the where do we find Mal? For
Oh,
his-
me? Oh, well, I'm Atomic Mal on X.
There we go.
And you can find me in most places. I suppose most. Well, maybe not most, but X is my primary. I do have a Telegram channel for the band. I'm on there. Monitoring it less these days, just because it's not as active as it used to be on there.
Right.
I think that's just the platform. The platform's less active. But I'm on Pilled. If you want to get real quick access to me, DM me on X. That'll do the trick for sure. Because I like the dumpster fire of the doom scrolling through X lately. It's rather amusing to me.
Yeah. Okay. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Well, that was an evening with Atomic Annie. Anything else you guys would like to say? Tell us about?
It's a good time. I'm glad to be
Yeah.
here and appreciate Pops and Cosmic Grandpa for sure.
Oh yeah.
And great questions. And always good time with you, Ghost, man.
Yeah,
Thank you.
we always appreciate it, man. It's great. Thanks to everyone for tuning in and listening and letting us invade your space. We appreciate it. Come see us on Thursday nights.
Yeah. I mean, for me and all the people out there listening, I know, you guys are busy fellows, but we appreciate you coming by and sharing your time with us. We really do. Really do.
Yeah.
man.
Cool,
All
man.
right.
Appreciate it. Thanks a lot.
All right, guys.
So, a couple
Good night.
Sundays from now, we'll be back with more Atomic Annie. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and I know I did. Thank you,
Sounds
guys.
good, man. Thank you.
Yep.
Indeed.
Subscribe to Madness Comic Network. Peace.
Indeed.
See ya. Bye-bye.